What are the best RoboVac deals for Prime Day 2019? From the Coredy to the Roomba to the D-Bot. I have unboxings, demonstrations, and deals you won't believe coming right up. Happy almost Prime Day 2019. Hi, I'm the YouTube deal guy, Matt Granite. I unbox and find the biggest deals in the world right here for the subscribers of this YouTube channel. I also hunt down deals for NBC, ABC, and CBS TV stations across the country, and I also host programming for Amazon where I have inside access to the deals before the general public. With all of the RoboVac deals you can find on Amazon right now, I want to show you some that are at their lowest recorded price for Prime Day. And more importantly, I want to help you narrow down a search of something that's also a RoboVac, a RoboMop, and something that I can use with my daughter that crawls all over the place. Let's start with a comparison between the Coredys, and then we'll talk about the Roomba in a second. Roomba, and I'm going to do a full demonstration where you can see the cleaning, but just a quick breakdown. Roomba's awesome, but you're paying for a brand name. They're generally 3 times the price of other robotic vacuums. And my impression on that is, other than the brand name, many of the Roomba units are not also RoboMops, and that is why I like the Coredys. Coredys are great. This was last year's model. You might have seen it on my YouTube channel. The new model, which is on sale right now, which we'll get to, is a thinner profile, a few more features, better battery life, and this outperformed the Roomba by a long shot. If you don't want to go this route, I'm going to show you, before we do that demonstration, something called the D-Bot. This is the D-Bot, huge following, very popular like the Coredy. You'll notice on the box it says factory refurbished. I've learned that the only issue with these, they've never been used, and you're going to see this in a moment, is that there have been defects with the box. They're technically open box units because something perforated a lot of the shipping boxes and they've been switched to other boxes. So this is an original box, but it is a brand new unit, and you're going to see that, which is kind of amazing. So this is exactly how it looks when you buy a brand new D-Bot. Refurbished units do not usually ship like this. So you get very nice packaging for the instruction manual. And then you have this nice little protective case. This is the D-Bot. And then you have the additional brushes in here. You can see there's issues with the shipping box, right? This is why they need to sell the unit the way it is. The filter. This is the charging base. You'll also notice that a lot of the entry-level vacuums do not supply a charging base. So you just plug them in the wall, kind of like you would charge your smartphone. So this does not have a mop feature. This is much more similar to the iRoomba robotic vacuums. A couple of differences between the Coredy and the D-Bot. These are color-coded connections, so it's actually specific about which brushes go where, which is kind of interesting. And this has a direct suction option. So in the event you don't want to use the cleaning brush and you just want it to suck everything up, this would be great if you have like sawdust all over the place or things that really need to be picked up. There is a filter change in here, by the way. I should mention that. And this is the direct suction option. So you put this in and it just sucks everything up off the floor. All right? Not going to use that option. I prefer to go old school. This goes in here. And different from the Coredy, this does not have a remote control. This is a Wi-Fi version. So you would download the app and then use this. Now let's move this aside and let's do a size comparison between this and the Coredy. Virtually identical in size. I think the Coredy might be a little bit more thin, and the D-Bot is definitely heavier. Like I have trouble doing this with my hand. Let's see, as I break both. Yeah, the D-Bot's definitely heavier. The D-Bot also has this sensor right up here. I don't know if you can see, there's a light, and it's very good for navigation apparently, but I don't like that this protrudes. So if you are going under a very thin couch or more narrow dimensions, you have this. This at least gives you a couple inches off the top, which in my estimation is not necessarily something you want. I prefer them to be as narrow and thin as possible, but hey, if this was sold out, I would grab this in half a second. Let's put the D-Bot into action, and you will hear that this does have a voice. Now, if you want your Robo Vacuum to talk to you, awesome. I'd really like it to start right about now. There we go. So similar to the Coredy, this navigates very well. See what it does with the vent here. And you can see that based on its wheels and its shocks, it can go over a really well-pronounced vent. This one seems to jolt furniture a little bit more with its bumpers, but the iRobot does the exact same thing. Obviously, I'm not guiding this. It's doing its own thing. Let's see if it goes back for the... There we go. Two hands, not guiding it. Fits very nicely under pieces of furniture, even though it is extended a little bit more up top. And will it get that piece of dirt? There we go. So I'd say that's definitely doing its job. I'm going to pause it for a second. One thing that's quite different about this is you do have an internal power switch, and then you have the filter from here, which you can actually, the dustbin, that you can then take out and replace, which is. The voice is a nice touch. I wish this didn't exist on it, but the Wi-Fi features are great. And at the end of the day, you're getting a name brand RoboVac at an incredible price in time for Prime Day. I'm telling you right now, if you've never tested or used or worked with a Coredy product, they make some really good items. You can see that its dirt detection software actually does a really good job. I've seen many RoboVacs where they just draw repeated figure eights around your place. This is doing a little bit more in terms of dirt pickup. Seems to know where the dirt is, which is really nice to see. There we go. That's beautiful, right? Like, this is a difficult thing for your typical RoboVac to clean because there's a lot of intricate edges. But see the way it's backing up. It's really getting a lot of the dirt. All right. This is the infamous area around the high chair. I've removed the internal high chair fabric, which is in the wash. You can see as it hits a wall or a piece of furniture, it's a much more gentle bump. I've seen some RoboVacs move entire pieces of furniture, and the sensors on this are quite good. I've even seen RoboVacs dent walls or create little marrings of white paint. That is not a phenomenon right here. Now, in addition to the crumbs that I've thrown onto the carpet for the purpose of this demonstration, as in these are not natural crumbs, one of my favorite demonstrations with a RoboVac is the ease at which it can navigate from floor to carpet. And in this case, you're going to see that the wheels definitely don't trip it up as it goes directly from floor onto carpet. Such ease, right? Let's see what it picks up along the way. There's some stars left over from my birthday celebration from last week. That's really cool that it picked that up. All right, let's see what else it does. We've got a feather, chocolate chip cookie. One fell swoop, right? It's not going back over the area 5 times. There's a little star here. I should mention for this part, I'm using the remote control to navigate it toward dirt because I'm feeling really lazy. If I wasn't using the remote control for this particular demonstration, it would likely learn the perimeter of the carpet, do some strange things that may not be as direct in terms of dirt pickup. But you know what? I'll put the remote control down and let's see what it does. The interesting thing right now is it's sensing a little bit more debris in the area around the baby change table, which is correct. And this is what I say about RoboVacs. Everyone always says, oh yeah, I'm not so lazy, I don't need a RoboVac. My answer is I'm not physically able to move large pieces of furniture. I don't want to. So the fact that this RoboVac can seamlessly navigate under a chair and pick up dirt, debris, dust, this is much more effective than me having to move each individual piece of furniture. And if you are living with any type of accessibility issues, for my grandparents, they're seniors, they're actually stronger than I am, but anyhow, they're not going to move a couch or a chair either. So that is where a slim profile RoboVac is wonderfully useful. After what was less than 15 minutes of use, I just want to show you what this RoboVac was able to capture. So we've got a lot of pet hair right here. And I just have a cat visitor right now for the summer. I'm cat sitting. I don't own a cat. So this is a lot of hair. And she's barely on this floor. So that's kind of frightening. Now let's open up the compartment where the dirt is. Like, look at that. That's disgusting. That was under 15 minutes of use. Vile. And then you can see the hair against the filter. And this is a really good multi-level filtration system because you can see right here you have the filter. right? This is still white, and you have the filtration under it. So this is a really good multi-stage filter. So let's put this back in as I knock the bin over. And it's a very easy reassembly. I know people that will spend longer cleaning the RoboVacs than the RoboVacs actually clean on their own. And we're going to put on the mop feature. And you can see there's some very good shocks tied to the wheels, and these brushes, you get additional replacement brush heads, which is fantastic. And let's put the mop in. Now, for 3 times more, you could get a RoboVac from a different company, but it's not usually a Robo Mop as well. So you just add a little bit of water right into this attachment, which is included with the Coredy Robot Vacuum. You seal it, and then the Robo Vacuum converts in half a second to a mop. And once you put the water into here, the Robo Mop goes in. And I should mention that this pad comes off to clean. You can throw it into the wash, which is great. Okay. Let's take this bad boy for a spin. Now, you might know the saying, don't cry over spilled milk, and you certainly don't cry over it if you have a RoboVac. That's also a Robo Mop. So right now, this beautiful Robo Mop is going to go to work. And I have deliberately placed spilled milk on the floor right here. But you'll see it's not spotting, right? It does one beautiful streak. You'll see as it goes through the milk right now, it's giving it a good mop, right? I don't need to do this. Look at that. I mean, this is not leaving residue, not leaving streaks. There's not splotches of white milk all over the place. It's really doing a good job, especially as it goes back over the area a second time. So, if you want to score a deal right now on what I think would be my top overall pick, which is this version of the Coredy, expand that video description box right under me. If you want the D-Bot, there is a deal on that as well. And if you really want the Roomba and that's all you want, and the iRobot is what you have your heart set on, I will be sourcing deals for that as well. So there you have it. If there are other items that you're looking for as we count down to Prime Day, if you want to know the best Prime Day deals, the hottest is the top 5, the best Prime Day tech deals, I'm going to have that information before anyone else. And the big key to getting that information early so you don't miss out is subscribing. You can click on my oversized head right here with that oversized nose as well, which is kind of like my trademark relation. It's a lot sometimes. Anyhow, you can do that. If you need to turn on your notifications so you don't miss any deal alerts, click here at the last big roundup of deals I did over here.